Hi, I'm Jaime, and today I'll be chatting with RuthAnne.
Hello.
And where are we, RuthAnne?
We're at the Great Escape Festival in Brighton.
Yeah, currently in a hotel room, but we love it. Nice and cosy.
Getting ready.
So you're playing at Comedia later on. Are you excited for your set?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I played here last year. I played at like 4 p.m. So this year we're at 11. So I feel like it's going to be good. Thursday night, 11 o'clock. It's going to be fun.
Have a bev, kind of.
Yeah.
Get a few, not you, yourself, too.
Yeah. Before, which is just Manuka honey, ginger.
You've got to keep the vocals now.
Very rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Ginger, spice it up.
Yeah, I might have a hot toddy to get festive.
Yeah, exactly. Get festive.
Yeah.
And you started off as a songwriter, didn't you?
I still am.
You still,
Yeah.
of course. That was the wrong phrasing.
No, that's okay.
So how did that all begin? Like, what was the process?
Well, basically, I just always wrote songs since I was 7 years old. I was always writing songs, and then I made a girl band of friends of mine because I wanted to hear the harmonies all back to me, and I was teaching them harmonies, and I was just obsessed. No one was like making me do it. I was just obsessed. And then right after I finished my exams, I won this competition, the songwriting competition in Ireland when I was 17, and through that I met a manager who took me to LA, and then I wrote Too Little Too Late by JoJo like 3 days later when I got there. So it was like I landed and then I wrote that song. So it was kind of crazy, and then that didn't come out for 2 years, and then when I came out when I was 19, and it just blew up. I wasn't expecting quite such a big hit from my.
Because that is a tune. And I bet you get people, whenever you tell anyone, I bet they're just like, little too late.
Yeah, I sing it sometimes at shows, and I kind of say like, oh, I'm going to sing some songs I've written, and you can see people just grabbing their phones, Wikipediaing, or like, she wrote that, or like singing along, or like how do I know this? Oh my God, I know this. So it's actually really cool, because I think Too Little Too Late is one of them ones that I've been all around the world and heard it literally in Bangkok around a pool. I've heard it on hold for a taxi in Germany. Like, it literally was so big. So it's just so nice to have been a part of something like that.
So other than that, what's one of your favourite songs that you've written to date? Could be yours, could be...
Ooh. I really love In the Name of Love, which I wrote for Martin Garrix and Bieber X. I love that one. And then I would say for me, I love The Vow, because it was my first release. So it's like my baby, and I get sent so many videos of it for people's weddings, and I'm being flown to sing it at people's weddings. It's like such a special song to me. And then my new single coming out May 17th, Superman, is really special one to me as well. Yeah, May 17th, Superman, because it kind of has a message behind it, which I think is really important for women and people abusing their power, and so I think it's like an anthem. So I'm excited.
Love that. And your recent one, Love Again, has had a great response. So what was that how did that come about, recording, releasing? How was that whole process for you?
Well, Love Again I wrote about, I was seeing someone at the time, I'm not seeing him anymore, but I got a song out of it. So I was seeing someone at the time who had just been divorced, and he actually, I remember we were walking somewhere, and he said, I don't know if I'll ever be able to love again. And I immediately was like, hold that thought. And I grabbed out my phone and I wrote down, I know that I can make you learn to love again. And then when I knew we were going to break up, I kind of wrote this song to kind of say to him that I knew I wasn't the right person for him, but I knew that I could make him love again. And that, all the lyrics are kind of about that. And also it was kind of a song for me, because I'm the type of person that even when something doesn't work out, I tend to go back into, I don't really hold a wall up. I'll give someone my all, because I think that that's how you truly can love. And I do believe that you can always find love again in all different, in life and in relationships. So I kind of wrote it very fast based on him. And then I got like a Dublin Gospel Choir. I flew home to get like my hometown involved and got the Dublin Gospel Choir singing the choir parts. And it's been an amazing, I had my mum and dad in the video. So it's
That's
been
so
like,
great.
such a good reaction. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and you recently performed back in your hometown at Whelan's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how was that for you? Because I bet hometown gigs are so different to anywhere else.
Yeah, it actually was really shocking, because I'm obviously still a new artist, and everyone knew like all the songs, and they were, Irish people love a sing songs. They were singing along from the minute I got on stage, and that was like really an amazing moment for me as an artist, because it was like, oh my God, they know my songs, they like my songs. And even the fact that sometimes in your hometown crowd you expect to see loads of friends, whatever. I actually was looking out and I didn't know anyone. And so I was like, wow, there's actually people like listening that I've never met before. Yeah. So it was just an amazing, amazing night. And so we're just continuing to build and get more people.
And when you're on stage kind of looking out at that crowd, what's going through your head?
I just want to make people feel something. So I'm always trying to feel something myself. And then I'm trying to just bring everyone into my world and join me on the journey, and hoping that they'll find themselves in the music at some point, whether it's a story or a lyric or a melody. And I just love seeing people feel. That's really what I'm about, because that's the only way that I can really connect with people. Throughout my life has always been singing. It's like that's how I really can connect with people. And so yeah, that's kind of
And do you ever feel like you're going to have a little tear, and how would you kind of cope with that?
Well, I started crying. The first song was Take My Place, and they were all singing it, and I had to gather myself to be like, you need to sing, stop getting emotional. And then I definitely cried when I first heard The Vow. People were singing along to that. That was a big moment for me, because obviously it's scary being a songwriter and then going out and being an artist, and to be so welcomed and accepted. It was kind of like, oh my God, I know that I'm on the right path. And I think that can get me quite emotional, because performing is something that I love to do. So to just know it's being well received is like, makes me emotional.
Yeah. And you've had some great collaborations in the past.
Yeah.
But in terms of the future, have you got like any dream collaborations that you would have?
Ooh. I think I would I would love to do something with Niall. I think again we got to sing Blind together, and we've been writing for his new album. And I mean, Beyonce, Adele, Amy Winehouse, I would have loved to, bless. Lauryn Hill, Ed Sheeran. This time. Yeah.
And hopefully all these people will live long and prosperous lives, so you can do it with everyone over and over again. Yeah, exactly. And is this your first festival of festival season? Like, what have you got coming up this season?
Well, I just did Live at Leeds and Liverpool Sound City, which are really cool festivals. Then this is my next one. And then actually, we have a summer full of festivals. So we're in Venice at the Home Festival. We're at Blue Balls in Lucerne in Switzerland. We're at a bunch in Ireland. And we're at the Ziget Festival, which Ed Sheeran is headlining in 1975. So that's going to be really good in Budapest. So yeah, if you want to get, fly around and see us, anyone, come join.
Definitely. And out of like them festivals, like what would you say has been your dream, or would be your dream festival to perform at?
I think Coachella would be a dream. I really wanted to hear, my goal a few years ago was to hear a song of mine at Coachella, which I did. Martin Garrix played In the Name of Love there, and it was amazing. Then performing there would be amazing. And Glastonbury would be great. Anywhere. I'll sing in McDonald's. I ain't really fussy.
I love that. I mean, you've put it out there now, so next year, RuthAnne, Glastonbury, Coachella, we're watching out for you.
Yes.
So I'm going to play a little game before we go. Let me get my phone out. Yeah, of course, take a sip of the honey. But this one is basically called Great or Not So Great.
Great or Not So
Great.
Ooh.
So I've got a few words, and you just got to tell me great or not so great.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll get the gist,
okay.
I think. So puppies, great or not so great?
Great.
Great.
Unbelievable. I want one.
Beer.
Oh, ew. Not so great. I'm definitely a spirit girl.
Really?
Yeah. Gin. Vodka.
Long haul flights.
Great. I like them because I tell you why. I get to sleep, rest, don't have to speak to anyone, movies. I actually like airplane food. I'm kind of a weirdo, and I fit in every, I can deal with, I'm fine with economy. Yeah, flight. I'm good with that.
That's
great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Great. Yeah. I love Brighton. I've been here a bunch. I love that restaurant where you go and you make the pizza. Is that still here? Was that Jamie Oliver thing? I came here before and I got to make the pizza dough. Yeah. Anyway, love Brighton.
Oh, amazing.
Spent many a time here.
Pineapple on pizza. Actually.
Absolutely great. Me and my boyfriend have an issue because he's like he doesn't understand it. But my dad and me love ham and pineapple is my favorite pizza.
Oh yeah. Chunky trainers.
Great.
Yeah.
We've got I love the Balenciagas. Yeah.
The ones that look like socks.
Yeah.
The Met Gala.
I mean, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like all about I'm not really I like fashion, some of the stuff to me is weird. Some of the outfits, I'm like, I don't get it. But I'd love Dua Lipa's outfit this year, actually. I thought she was great. Yeah. And Saoirse Ronan, amazing.
Oh, yeah. Who
Yeah,
loves
she's
Saoirse
fellow
Ronan?
Irish, yeah.
Fellow Irish.
Yeah, I love that.
Porn star martinis.
Great. Because I love the passion fruit, and then you get to pour
Prosecco.
yeah, it's great.
Social media.
Oh, how do you be in between? Do you know what? I would say not so great on one end, because it's probably like long answers, but not so great for what it can do to your mind when you're, I think, comparing and how many likes you get and, oh, this one didn't, that to me is like the most toxic thing ever, and girls feeling like they have to bear all to get attention or doing over the top things for attention. So not so great for a lot of that, and we need to work on all that. But I do think it's great for the fact that I can connect with people directly. Like, people can send me the videos of the wedding that they used the vow in, or it's kind of like the new way of not fan mail, but you'd send a letter and you'd say, this means a lot to me, to get messages about my music. That I do think it is great, because I can literally see them. It's not like you're sending them to my manager and then they feed them to me. I can directly look and I can write to someone. And if I was younger, and like someone that I looked up to and loved, like Destiny's Child, like Beyonce, and they wrote to me, it would make my life. So I think it's great for the connection that artists can have with their fans, but I do think also it's not so great for the fakery and the bullshit.
I get that. A few more.
Yeah, I love
Coffee. Great or not so great?
Not so great. I'll tell you why. Because I grew up in Ireland and we're all about tea. We are tea people. Lemon and ginger tea, or just like, tea with biscuit, a hobnob or whatever. Coffee for me, because I never used to drink it, when I do drink it, I literally look like I'm on drugs, I think. Because I already have a lot of energy, so then I'm like, let's go! And then I crash, and then I get headaches. Yeah. So no.
And if you were to choose a tea, what's the pinnacle tea for you?
At the moment, it would be lemon, ginger and manuka, honey. It's a great one. But in life, it would be Barry's tea, which is an Irish tea.
Can't go wrong.
And it's just like, it's like a builder's tea, yeah.
Love that.
Can't go wrong.
Festival toilets.
They're not so great.
Yeah.
But if you're in VIP, the best of life.
I can't wait to one day hopefully see them.
But I've done many a times the Portaloos, and it's the queuing for me. I've had to pee in cups at a tent when I was younger, because I was like, I can't hold it for an hour. But yeah, not so great.
Camping. Not so great,
unless you're I like glamp. I glamped at a friend's wedding once, and it actually was, they were like such cool tents. But camping, I'm not really a camper. I'm not really one for the wild.
Yeah, I get you.
The bugs.
Yeah. Public transport.
I'm okay to it. Not so. I mean, well, I don't like buses.
Yeah. Who does?
Love an Uber.
Yeah.
Actually, it was funny because one time I was in an Uber pool, because in LA I lived really far out in Calabasas, Malibu sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't want to pay $100 to go out. So I'd get an Uber pool. And one time I was in the Uber pool and the girl beside me got in and she's like, so what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a songwriter. And she's like, what's your Instagram? She goes on, she goes, you wrote Work Bitch for Britney Spears. Why are you in an Uber pool? And I was like, because I'm cooked down to earth and I don't need to pay for this shit. I still budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
I'm working, bitch.
I like it. Great. Yeah, exactly. Great. I think they're great. Yeah.
And finally, The Great Escape. Great or not so great?
Great. It's in the title of the festival. No, I honestly think festivals are so good because it's like the whole town has this buzz about it, and you can go into a pub and there's someone playing, or you can go to the big venues or small, like there's all these nooks and crannies where you're hearing music. Brings people together. I think it's a really cool festival.
Nice. So thank you for participating in that game. You did a great job.
You did a great job.
And thank you. Yeah, me. Great or not so great. No.
Not so great.
Just that. Okay. Are you here for the rest of the weekend?
No. Unfortunately, I'm going to LA on Saturday. So I have to get back for that. I wish I could stay.
Yeah.
I wish I could stay. But no, I'm going to LA. I have a show out there. I'm working with John Legend out there. So I have a bunch of stuff to do. So unfortunately for me at the moment, it's like you're just gone straight away.
Well, cannot complain with that one, really, can you?
My set is until 11, so I have some time now, so I'm going to like go see some acts.
Yeah, exactly. And who are you going to see? Anyone in particular?
I really want to see Cara Marnie, because she's a bit of R&B. I'd love to see a bit of Lewis Capaldi, but I don't know if I'll have time.
Yeah, before you say.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to wander. So, do you know what I really like doing at festivals? I've discovered so many good music at Coachella by not looking at a timesheet and just walking into different tents.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like that at festivals. I like to be just like, free, unless someone's playing my song, and then I'm like,
or especially at the Great Escape, you get so many like street performances.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like wander, I think.
Nice. What kind of music do you listen to escape to? Because we are at the Great Escape. I'm trying to be a bit punny.
I love Daniel Caesar.
Oh.
I love her. I love Van Morrison. I love Lauryn Hill, Brandy. I'm a bit of an old school, like I listen to India Arie, Jill Scott. Yeah, I'm kind of the R&B people. Really Daniel Caesar would probably be my favourite at the moment.
Very nice.
That I'm listening to.
So thank you so much for coming, letting me in your hotel room. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Enjoy LA, everything like that. And just remind everyone like what's coming out and what you've got going on for the rest of 2019.
Okay. So Drake has enough streams. I'm just going to start with that. Love you, Drake, but it's time. I have a new single called Superman coming out May 17th. So go check out that. And if you come to my Instagram, @thisisRuthAnne with an E, because my mom thinks I'm special, RuthAnne with an E, @thisisRuthAnne, you can check out all the festivals I'll be playing over the summer. I'll have more headline shows in the UK near the end of the year. The album is coming the end of the year. So yeah, there's lots to look forward to.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.